So, good morning. This morning I wanted to talk about, you know, an article that I read about a little over a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, that led me on a journey to get healthy. And I was reading this article, probably I was 35 pounds heavier, and I was reading this article on the benefits of push-ups, like 9 benefits. And it went into all these different, build core strength and build stability, bone health, cardiovascular, just, on and on and on. And so I remember back to, where I really understood push-ups in a personal way, like it was drilled into me. That was the summer of 1981. A few months prior to that, my brother over pizza, he said, we were at this restaurant, he said, "I'm joining the Air Force." And he was about to graduate high school. And I said, "Well, I'm going to join the Army." And so that next week I went down to the Army recruiter and said, "Hey, can I join the Army?" And he said, "Well, you could join the Army Reserves. We'll send you to basic training in the summer." I said, "Well, sign me up." And so off to infantry school I went in that summer of 1981. I weighed about 138 pounds, I think. And I remember showing up 3 in the morning on a dirt road between some old World War II barracks at Fort Benning, Georgia, Harmony Church. And I was assigned to Charlie 92. I remember the song, "Charlie Company is motivated, whoa, all the way C92. That was our anthem. But I showed up there with about 40 other guys. 30 of them were Hawaiians. And it was hot. It was 3 in the morning. It was hot. We were being escorted off the bus, being yelled at off the bus by about 4 drill instructors. And they lined us up on the road, and that's when they said, "Get down and give us 20 or 30 or whatever it was." And we started jumping down and doing push-ups. And that whole summer, every time we got yelled at, chastised, PT'd, we were doing push-ups. Lots and lots of push-ups. And at the end of that summer, I went back to high school my senior year, about 150, full muscle. It was crazy. So a little over a year ago, when I was reading this article about push-ups, I said, "Well, you know what? I'm going to start doing push-ups." So I got down thinking that I could knock out 20. Man, I had to get on my knees, and I could barely do 10. It was horrible. So I don't know if some of you are in that shape or like me back then, where if you got down to do push-ups, you might squeeze out about 10. And but I kept at it day after day, day after day. And after a while, after a couple months, I was doing 50. And that's what I do. I do 50 push-ups in the morning, and then most times I do 50 push-ups at night. So I try to do about 100 push-ups every day. And yeah, that's what set me on this journey. And then I started other things like, intermittent fasting. Last meal about 6, and then I don't eat again until in the morning. And that's supposed to help. I did all protein. That helped for a while, but nothing's really sustainable. Later on, my wife and I were introduced to intercellular hydration. This idea that if your cells are hydrated, each year your body reproduces all your cells. Like in 6 months or 180 days, you'll reproduce half your cells in your body, and then the next you'll reproduce the other half. And basically it's this idea that if you get your cells healthy in a hydrated state, then your body will be healthy. And so that was kind of the, I mean, I'll share later on down the road the company that we work with that helped us with this intracellular hydration. It's pretty awesome. And it really helped. I mean, I've dropped 30 something pounds and added hydration and all this stuff. Morning. How's everything? Yeah. So yeah, I've the birds are back. I don't know how I'll flip this around. I don't think I can flip it around either. Birds are back on the dock here. They're going nuts. But yeah, I started doing this intracellular hydration and it's really helped. Walking every morning is super healthy. You know, as you age, you lose mobility. I have a father who's, you know, late 80s, and you know, he's getting pretty fragile, and he's showing, you know, his ability to be mobile. And you know, I don't want to be like that in my 80s. I want to be strong. And I would encourage everybody to, you know, adopt something in their life that creates strength and motion and mobility. Get your brain going, you know, get your heart rate up, get your joints going. I also do squats. I think just, you know, squats every day or every other day is really, really good for you. Some isolation, you know, pushing your hands together each way creates some isolation exercises. If you're not a gym person, I've never really been a gym person. I found this last year, exercise just outside, walking with my wife, that kind of thing. It's just really helpful. Yeah. So my challenge to everybody would be to start doing push-ups. It's free. Just get down where you're at, try to knock out 10, see where you're at. Some of you people are, they're like 10, I'll do 100. Yeah, I got it. I'm talking to us who had difficulty, you know, who aren't so strong. So I would just encourage that. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, that'd be great. Help exercise that finger. Boop. My daughter goes boop. So take and like, subscribe. That would be helpful. I think today I have no members. I have no one following me. I'm all alone out here walking on my online journey. So I'd like to pump those numbers up. Maybe get one subscriber. Who will that be? Who will be my first subscriber? Who will be that first person to comment and say something crazy? Anyway, so power of exercise. And this morning, you know, I would encourage prayer. I got up and I listened to these online. There's a good one. It's about 10, 11 minutes long. Once I figure out how to post a link, I'll add a link to it. But basically, each morning I hear a great prayer, you know, little scripture reading, that kind of stuff. So in my walk before this, I listened this morning, and I share it. I share it with my daughter, my son, my brother, people I love. I just share it. So yeah, get your prayer on, get your push-ups in, and remind yourself of your youth, and that you're not old, that you're healthy, you're strong, you know, you have a purpose. The Lord loves you. So that's my talk today. I'm Brian. I'm the over 60 guy. God bless you and have a great day.